What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast. Where today I told y'all we was gonna be doing big things. We was gonna get bigger names into the show. All right, we're gonna get bigger guests and everything like that. We doing it big for this upcoming season, for season 2. Right. So today I got Mr. Tayvion Galloway, the 4-star prospect, #1 tight end in the state of Ohio, who has a few HBCU offers, including Jackson State, which I know, which is why most of y'all are here. But he currently holds over 30 plus offers. So I told y'all I had to get him in, and now he's here. So without further ado, Tayvion, what's going on, bro?
What's going on? Nothing much.
Hey, listen, man. Again, just like I told you before we got started, man, I appreciate this to the fullest extent, bro, because you didn't have to do it. I know you're a busy man, so this is very much appreciated. And the JSU fans love that you're here, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Now, the first question I want to ask you is, do you have a touchdown celebration? Like when you score, are you that guy to celebrate? If so, what's the celebration?
I'm not a big celebration guy. You know, I'm one of them guys. I just get the little stare down. You feel me? Might do a little flex on them or something.
Okay, you don't do the head tap or nothing like that.
Yeah, I might pull that out every once in a while. You feel me?
All right. So, would you rather moss someone, or would you rather get a one-hand catch on somebody?
I think I'd rather moss somebody, get straight head tap them. For sure.
All right. So you more of an in your face, like I'm just bigger and stronger than you kind of guy, more than a finesse kind of guy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, I need to know, what are your top three tight ends to ever play?
Top 3 tight ends to ever play?
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of like just from what I've watched on TV, like me growing up and stuff like that. I've watched a lot of Gronkowski, Travis Kelce, and also like Tyler Higbee.
Okay, Tyler Higbee. I thought you would go like George Kittle or something. I like that.
Yeah. I like George Kittle too. That's definitely a guy I look at too.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you study any of the moves from these professional players and try to incorporate that into your own game?
Yeah, I definitely look at little things that I like to incorporate into my own game. And I just like to just be creative and come up with some things on my own that I feel like could better my style of play.
And out of all those tight ends, who would you say you study the most and try to learn something from them?
I'll probably say Kittle, because Kittle, I don't know why, but I just feel like just the way he plays is just it's really just unstoppable. So I definitely look at him a good bit. But there's also receivers that I look at, like Calvin Johnson, for sure.
Mm. And you as a tight end, it's not all about running routes and catching the ball. You have to block as well. But I always wondered, as a tight end, I know y'all really just want to be out there catching. So how enjoyable is blocking for y'all, really?
To me, I actually low key enjoy blocking. It's not the most exciting thing ever, but I like especially whenever I pancake somebody, I like just being able to put somebody into the dirt for sure.
Now, let me ask you this, right? Because this is a question that I usually ask offensive linemen, but of course it can pertain to you too. When it comes to blocking, would you rather bury somebody in the dirt, or would you rather put them on skates and take them to the bus?
Ooh, I think I'd rather it. It depends. I think I'd rather put somebody to the dirt though, for sure.
Okay, so that really is you. That's the kind of guy you are. You just like to be stronger and better than everybody. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's really what I like about football, for sure. The fact that you could just physically show somebody that you're better. You do if you do something to somebody in football, they can't say nothing. So you pop them. It's I just showed you.
Okay, all right. And you personally, right, knowing the kind of tight end that you are, do you prefer a fast-paced offense, or do you want a slow and methodical kind of offense?
I love a fast-paced offense. I think that's a great part of the game, for sure.
Okay. And would you say it just fits your game a lot more? Or you just like to go up tempo, you like to score quick and get off the field, or what's the reason for choosing that?
I really think up tempo. I really think it's just good for offenses. Like you never give your defense like a chance to relax or anything like that. You're always just going, going, going. And I feel like I feel like that's a great thing for offenses. I feel like a lot of offenses should have that, especially if you have the personnel for it. But I feel like also with tight ends, I feel like you can do a lot like with it. Just keep putting them in different spots and just keep attacking the defense and don't even give them a chance. Don't even give them a chance to change up anything. Just keep coming at them.
Mm. And how important is conditioning when you're running that kind of offense?
I think conditioning is a big part of that because obviously there's no point in going fast if your players can't even keep up with that tempo. But so I just recently transferred last season in the high school that I'm at now. They like to run a fast pace, or they like to run like a fast paced no huddle offense, and a lot of the conditioning that we do is really just going through reps and reps and reps and reps of plays instead of just doing like on the line actual conditioning. We're doing like game like conditioning, like where we're just going through reps of plays to get us like prepared.
Okay, so when you're in a fast paced offense, the practice, what you're saying is it's intense, right? Because it has to get you ready.
Yeah, it's intense and just constantly going.
Now, you're from Ohio. I'm assuming that you grew up in Ohio, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a place where football is everything. Like the Hall of Fame is in Ohio. The story franchise of the Cleveland Browns is in Ohio. Like y'all take football seriously down there. Ohio State being as great as they are. I wanted to know, like, how important is it to you to stay close to home to play ball? Is that important to you, or does it not really matter?
To me, distance, honestly, I like to stay close to home. Like if that was possible, I'd like to be closer to home. But at the end of the day, it's all about making business decisions and doing what's best for me and like my career in the long run. So like if going far away is what's best, then that's it. That's what it is.
And did you grow up being a fan of Ohio State?
I wouldn't really say I was like a big fan of them, but I definitely grew up watching them all the time. Everybody around you is like all like it's Ohio State. But like the main team that I really grew up watching was my Miami Hurricanes with my dad.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Who was your favorite player from Miami growing up?
As a kid, it wasn't really just a player. It was just a team just growing up watching with my dad, and I just seen like the little grit that they had to just. I feel like they always just came on the field with like a chip on their shoulder.
Now, what do you do when you're not playing football? Are you the kind of guy who has to stay around the sport, or when you have a break, do you want to stay away from it?
Whenever I get a break from football, I usually like to go towards basketball. I'm a guy that likes to just stay active. I always like to stay into something. 'Cause I feel like staying busy is just a good way to just like keep your mind off of things and just stay out of trouble. Also, like it just keeps you out the way whenever you're staying busy. I feel like. But even when if it's not sports or anything, I'm probably just chilling with my friends, maybe playing the game at the crib, maybe watching TV. Just chilling. Don't like to do too much.
All right, PlayStation or Xbox? What guy are you?
For PlayStation for sure.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm talking about. What game?
I like to play like Warzone, like Call of Duty. I like 2K, Madden. That's really all I play.
You play Call of Duty online, or are you like a campaign guy?
I play online. Yeah, I used to play campaign a lot, like growing up. Like I used to, like whenever I used to have an Xbox, like I used to play the Halo campaign. I used to play all that, but now I'm a guy that likes to play online.
See, I can never play online with y'all, but y'all got the whole drop shooting thing. I don't even know how to do that. Y'all just mastering that game on another level.
Oh yeah.
No, I see a good fan question in here. I usually wait to the end, but I want to ask this. Is he the type of tight end that can be moved and spread out wide, or does he like to play much closer to the line?
So I'm like a wide tight end. So I'm usually split out. Like I can play out wide. I can play on the slot. But I play on the line too. But I'll definitely say like the slot is like more of like what I do.
So you're a very versatile player. Like who do you credit for that versatility? Is that something that you felt like you had to be well skilled in, or did somebody come to you and say, "Hey, you're good here, but I want to make sure you're good in all these areas"?
Yeah. Really. I'd like to say that it was like more like my uncle OJ, because But I also just knew coming in, like playing a tight end. I knew that tight end was a very versatile position, and like I know you gotta be able to do a lot. So being great at all them things just increases your worth, and you know, yeah, it just increases your worth.
Now, what? First of all, I want to ask you. You know, you obviously you have a lot of offers. You're a Division I prospect, but we know grades are important. How are you doing in school right now? What's the grades looking like?
I'm doing very well in school. I picked up my schooling a lot more from my freshman year because I really realized how important it was. And again, like I was saying earlier, I just had to make a business decision. You know, school's not the best thing for a lot of people, but you know, you still gotta do it. You still gotta push through it. So you know, that's what I've been doing.
And what's your favorite subject in school right now?
My favorite subject is probably math.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the first I ever heard somebody say that. Nah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't say that, but I feel like I'm just natural with numbers, and I feel like I just have fun. Like I feel like if you do math in the right way, like you can have fun with it for sure.
I really wish I had that mindset coming up, bro. I like that. Okay. All right. So, have you given any thought to onto what your major will be in college?
Right now where my mind's at, I think I want to major in business.
Mm, okay. And what would you hope to do with that?
So I think as I get older and after like my sports career and stuff like that, I want to get into real estate because I got family that's been in real estate and I see that there's like a lot of money in that and like long term wealth in real estate.
Okay. All right. Now, I like that. I like that. Plus, I mean, you know, you got time, right? Even if
Yeah,
that is what you want to do, you got a lot of time to think about it. But I like
yeah,
that. I like that.
yeah.
So,
I think it's always good to keep an idea of what you want to do in your head, even if it's the change.
and I wanna kind of fast forward to when you received your first offer because I was watching the interview with Rivals, and I remember you saying that you got your first offer from Buffalo the day before your birthday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was literally like an hour, 2 hours before my birthday.
Hey, so take me through that moment. Like, How did that happen? Where were you? Who were you with? Like, what? Like, take me through that moment.
Yeah, so initially I was just at my house. I was just chilling, listening to music, and I have a recruitment manager. He helps me with all my recruitments and everything, and like helps me get in contact with coaches. His name's Darren Gamble, and he runs like a recruitment service called DJRS. But he hit me up and he basically called me, and he's like I got a surprise for you. I'm not thinking anything about an offer in my mind. I'm sitting there like, oh, what's up? Like I'm thinking he just wants to show me something, and then so he asked the coach. He asked the coach on the call, on the FaceTime call, and I'm like, oh shoot. And so I'm just because like this is the first time I've ever been on like a call with a coach or anything like that. So I was just sitting there talking to the coach, and we was just getting to know each other and everything like that. And he told me that like he really likes me as a person, and that he wanted to offer me a scholarship. And I was geeked. I'm not gonna lie. For sure.
So after you get you're offered the scholarship, you get off the phone. Who do you run to first and tell the news to? Your parents?
The first person I called was my mom, and then I got a hold of my dad, and then I called my best friend and everything, and I just called him. I told his whole house, I was like, man, I just got my first offer. He's like, man, quit playing, quit playing. I was like, yeah,
All right, no, that's dope. And after you got the offer, how long did you dwell on it? Like, man, I got a D1 offer. How long did you dwell on that before moving on and be like, okay, I got to get more?
I feel like I don't know, but I feel like it never like really hit me like it should have. Like I feel like I was just like I was shocked about it, but like I was in like awe, like it was still like disbelief in my mind. And then and I really started thinking about it. Probably I'll say like a week later, I'm like, I really got a D1 offer. Like I'm a sophomore, like first in my area to do this. So I was like, this means I just got to keep putting in more work. I was like, the school put their trust in me to offer me at this young of age. I was like, I just got to keep working and show them it's not for nothing.
Now, first of all, I see another fan question. They want to know: are you playing basketball in college too?
Um, No, I don't think I will be. Originally, that's what I wanted to do in college. I wanted to play do sports if it was possible. If it was possible, because basketball was really my first love before I started falling in love with football. Like basketball was really where my head was at. But I don't think I will because I'm just trying to be great at what I do. I think football is where it's at for me. So I think that's just where I'm deciding to put all my time into.
And back when you was playing basketball, what position was you playing?
No, I play like the 3 through the 5, the forwards. Yeah.
What was that average looking like? How nice was you on that court?
So my freshman year, I averaged like 10 points. I'll say like 6 rebounds, a few assists a game. And then my sophomore season, I only played like half a season. I don't know what my stats was because I transferred during basketball season, so I only played a few games.
Okay, and now I want to talk about you as a high school athlete, right? You have 2 years left of high school before you make that decision. Class in 2024. So you got a good amount of games left to enjoy Friday Night Lights. And I
Yeah.
just want to know, right? Like, what's the best part of that experience so far?
Friday Night Lights.
Mm-hmm.
I would really just say there's nothing like Friday Night Lights. Just being out there, your family's out there, all your friends is out there cheering you on. Like you're out there playing out for your home team. I feel like there's just nothing like it. It's really the time where like my mind is just so relaxed and I feel like I'm just at peace. I'm just ready to just out there have fun. There's just no other feeling like it.
That a lot of people do, like even the older guys, like some of them look back and they said, man, like it's no other time like it. Even you even hear like professional athletes say like it's the most purest time, during your playing days, during the playing days. So I like that you said that. Now I would like to know from you, being that you are a Division I athlete, is it challenging for you to kind of balance the recruiting side of things and while trying to live in the moment of being a high school athlete? Because I hear it, right? Like I hear athletes say, coaches, they are relentless with the letters and the phone calls and the text messages. So like, is it kind of hard to balance both sides?
Yeah. Now I think I'm handling it pretty well, but definitely at the beginning of my recruitment, I did think it was pretty hectic. Especially with just other people around school and things like that. A lot of people just like you're just in a lot of people's name. You're just in a lot of people's mouths. A lot of people are going to talk about you, and it really just puts like a bigger picture on you. It's a bigger radar. So every time you're out, people just paying attention to you. You just got to make sure you're always doing right. I think I'm doing pretty good at it now. I think I'm pretty fine with it.
And how long did it take you to get a handle on that process? Because I remember Peter Woods, his commitment was like last week. His mom said like, she had to set boundaries. You feel me? Because like
Yeah.
it was getting so crazy. So how long did it take you to get a handle on the recruiting process?
Um, I would say it really probably took me to about a little after. I'll say I'll say probably going into this year, especially after the winter pass and everything like that. I think after I went on so many visits, I think that's when I really started to get like a grasp for it. And then I also had my recruitment manager Darren. He was helping me with the line. He was just teaching me a lot about the recruitment game, just so I could know more on my own, so I could be better off on my own, like as far as the recruitment stuff. So he didn't have to sit there and help me with as much stuff. But I feel like yeah, probably going into this year after we got out of the winter, going into the summer, I probably think that was like the best.
And for you, did you and your family and your recruiting manager have to set any boundaries with these coaches? Did it ever get to be like too much?
I feel like it never got like real horrible for me. Like there'd be times like where maybe it'd be like my mom or my dad be like, "Oh, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Like maybe we should talk about that." But it never got like horrible to where they like really just had to like set a like line like, "Nah, you can't do that."
Mm, okay. And in what ways does the high school life change when becoming a D1 athlete? Do the girls, do they hit you up a little bit more? You get a little bit more play now? Like, does the teachers, are they a little bit more nicer? How does your life change as a D1 athlete in high school?
Yeah, you know a guy like me, you know. Hold on. But you know a guy like me, you know, I've been getting the girls, so you know the D1 ain't really do too much.
Okay.
I'm just playing, but yeah, I mean, it definitely did change some things. I mean, it's just more people. It seems like more people start to know you whenever random people just come out. So they say things to me, but like as far as like teachers and stuff like that, I feel like I've always been like a real like student to the teachers. So like a lot of teachers already like know me and everything. I'm real friendly to them. I always say like what's up to my teachers. Even some of my teacher hugs. That's just the relationship I have with them.
And I want to talk about your HBCU offers. Right. Wait, hold on. I think your audio. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can kind of hear you. It's kind of like echoing.
Okay.
Like
All right. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of going slow on your. Try coming out and coming back in real quick. All right. Well, while he doing that, again, this is 4-star recruit Tayvion Galloway, #1 tight end in the state of Ohio. Right. He has Jackson State in his list. You know, he has FAMU. I think he has Grambling as well. So you know, we're gonna ask him about the HBCUs coming up next. Once he gets back in here. And you know, some of the questions that y'all asking, I hope y'all know I can't put him in a position to really give up where he wants to play. So I hope y'all understand. Like, if I see your question, it is too close to where he's gonna go, I can't ask it. I hope y'all know that. All right, he's back. Hold on. All right, yeah, all right, we good now.
Yeah, it tweaked out for a little second.
All right, so I wanna talk about your HBCU offers, right? Because I know Jackson State isn't the only HBCU offer you have. You have Grambling and you have FAMU. Are those it, or are there any more?
Also, I have Tennessee State University.
Tennessee State University. So, first of all, have you visited any other HBCUs besides Jackson State and Tennessee State?
No, those are the only two.
The only two. Do you plan on visiting FAMU and Grambling?
Possibly. I don't know yet.
Okay. And what do you like about any of those HBCUs who have offered you so far? Like, what are some things that stuck out to you?
With HBCUs, I really just feel like it's a great thing just giving back to your own culture and just like really just helping put a name, especially with our athletes. I feel like athletes can do a lot for HBCUs, so I feel like that's just a great thing. And then I feel like I just love the cultures of each of the HBCUs that I've been to, Tennessee State and Jackson State. I feel like the cultures there are just real. Like it's just like there's a lot of hospitality. There's just a lot of love there, and like you can really feel it for sure.
And what is one thing that stuck out to you during the Jackson State visit?
It was really just the love that I was shown, even by Dion. Just talking to Dion, like he already knew who I was when I was there, and that's just kind of shocking anybody. Like that's Dion, like one of the biggest names in football. But like I really like what they got going on over there as a program, and it's just a culture. Like you can tell they're really trying to change the whole culture of all HBCUs, not just Jackson State. And they really got something big going on there. Like you can just tell just by being there, like watching their practices or like even workouts, just being around. It's just a real family vibe, and you can tell they really care for you, like beyond football, and they're really just trying to change the culture.
And what about Tennessee State? What stuck out to you with that visit?
I'd say it's kind of the same thing as far as like the love and hospitality part. Like they show lots of that for sure, and like just like the whole coaching staff just has a resume. They've been somewhere like in the league or at a big college spot. And I feel like that coaching staff really just like bonds together well.
And just to get back to Jackson State, I want to know who out of that coaching staff, who was hitting you up the most? Who was contacting you the most from that staff?
I'm going brain dead for a second. Hold on. I was going brain fart on the name.
Is it Coach Brewster, Coach O?
Yeah, Coach Brewster. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I just had a brain fart like that, but yeah, Coach Brew, he's definitely been the main part of my Jackson State recruitment. Even whenever I visited there, he's alongside me the whole time, making sure I was having a great time and everything.
And I will say this, right? Because I do want to talk about Coach Brewster a little bit. Coach Brewster is responsible for helping develop Kyle Pitts. He was like a top 5 pick in the league last season. So like, did he tell you any about that? Any about his accomplishments or what he was able to do with tight ends while trying to get you to come to Jackson State?
Yeah. He definitely brought up his resume a lot, and was trying to prove to me. He said the best players are supposed to be coached by the best, and he was just telling me about his resume, just talking about Kyle Pitts, how he developed him, and just talked about how he recruited him and everything, and talking about how he really wants the best out of his players, and he was just talking about how he gets the best and how it's like real love between him and his players, and he's like he has like top picks like that. He said it's not for no reason, because he knows what he's talking about.
Right. Now, I know you got a chance to look at the facilities as well. What were your thoughts on the facilities at Jackson State?
Like there's definitely more that can be done to the facilities, but at the end of the day, it's still enough to get where you need to be. Like all the facility stuff and everything like that. Like that's not what's most important whenever choosing a program. What's most important is the love that they show you and like the feeling that they give you and how you know they're going to use you and best set you up for the rest of your life.
And where were you and what did you think when you seen Jackson State pull off what seemed to be the impossible, but not only getting Travis Hunter, number one recruit in the country, but then getting Kevin Coleman, the number one slot receiver in the country?
Yeah, I mean that was crazy. It was initially whenever I seen the Travis Hunter stuff, I believe I just seen it on TikTok. I was just going through TikTok and I seen that. I was like, wow, that's insane. I was like, I'm not surprised. I really wasn't surprised though, because the best DB in the country going to play with one of the best DBs ever. I mean, to me, that's an easy choice.
But that I get that, right? But then to see Kevin Coleman, who's a receiver, say, I want to go play for Coach Prime as well. It was, that was a little shocking.
Yeah, that really just shows that Deion's really going there to try to build a whole different culture and just try to change the way things are down there and make Jackson State looked at in a completely different way.
Have you had a chance to meet Coach Prime yet during that visit?
Yeah, I spoke with Coach Prime.
Okay, and how was that like? What was that like?
It was cool just getting to know him. He was getting to know me. And he was just letting me know letting me know of his interest that like he had in me. But he also whenever I visited there with my aunt, and she's like a mom to me. And he had a long talk with her. They spoke for like an hour, and that meant a lot to me because it showed like how bad they really wanted me, and it showed like that they're willing to talk to my family and really get to know my family. Like that means a lot to me.
All right, y'all. First of all, to everybody watching, we got over 130 people in here. Like the stream, please. Also, I'm winding down towards the end of this interview. So if you have any questions, I'm gonna choose the best out of a few, and I'm gonna ask them. So now is the time to type your questions, so for me to ask them. All right, because I got a little bit more questions coming up. So, Tayvion, as far as your commitment date, it's what, a week away, I believe.
Yeah, about a week, a little over a week.
What's the official date on that so everybody can know?
July 23rd.
July 23rd. Okay, and where can they watch that announcement?
It'll be on CBS Sports and it'll be on my Instagram Live.
Okay, so CBS Sports, it'll be on his Instagram Live as well. And can you please tell everybody your Instagram Live, because I couldn't even find your Instagram. I just got your Twitter. So let everybody know what your Instagram is.
It's official._Tay13. Tay is Tay.
Now, you're going into your junior season, yet you have an official date for your commitment already. Why do you think you want to get this done so early?
To me, I feel like I've already seen everything that I wanted to see. I feel like because I've already been to like the top schools. There's been enough time for I feel like enough people to recruit me and like where the love was really shown at. Because where I want to go, I feel like they've just been showing love from the start, and there hasn't been love like that from anybody else.
And is it safe to say that once you make this decision, are you shutting down your recruiting completely, or will you still hear other people's pitches, other colleges' pitches?
I definitely think once I commit, I'll stay committed, but I still plan on taking my 5 official visits.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Now that's it for me. I see people have already started asking questions in the comments, so we're gonna ask you a couple good ones because I ain't gonna ask you every single one, right? And then we gonna get you up out of here because I don't want to hold you all day. Now, let me see. What's a good one? Somebody wants to know. One main 3TV wants to know his personal goals. What does he want to accomplish in 3 years?
I really just want to accomplish that. Like, I want to be a 2-year All-American for sure, and I want to let it be known that I'm the best tight end in the nation. And ultimately after that, I want to make it to the league, get drafted.
Okay, and Miss Ivy Tude wants to know what type of music is in his playlist.
I like to listen to Raw Wave. I listen to a lot of Lil Baby, Lil Durk. But I say like besides like mainstream artists and stuff like that, I listen to D Watkins.
Brandon Galagos wants to know. Shout out to my boy Brandon. He would like to know if he is in the class of 2024. Is he gonna early enroll in the class of 2023?
No, I won't be early enrolling in the class of 2023, but I'll be enrolling in the spring of the 2024 year.
And Kevin Washington would like to know: will he attend a Jackson State home game?
I definitely plan on coming to a home game for sure.
All right, and just final for me before we go. Um, your decision is coming up. There's not much time left. How and you do not have to answer this if you don't want to. I don't pressure anybody. All right, so just know that. How big is Jackson State to you when it comes to making this decision? How much of a chance do they have?
To me, Jackson State definitely.
Say that again. I think you bugged out.
Yeah, it cut out a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What'd you say?
Yeah, to me, Jackson State, they're definitely high up on my list. They made a big impact on me whenever I visited there, and just also, like I said earlier, playing for HBCU coach, I feel like that's a really big thing.
Do you think that when it comes to Travis Hunter and Kevin Coleman, do you think that when other recruits see that it kind of impacts them as well? It kind of changes their mind on HBCUs as well?
Yeah, especially like with a lot of things, especially people nowadays. I feel like people like to follow the trends, and I feel like whenever Travis Hunter, and then whenever Travis Hunter went there, I feel like he really just started to set a trend, and like everybody else was like, "Oh yeah, this is like the new thing to do now." So let's hop on the wave.
My guy Noenzo Phillips wants to know, which do you prefer, a punishing block or mossing a DB?
I'll say for sure Moss in the DB.
I mean, I'm not gonna read that comment. Hey, Tayvion, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate you. All right, Jack. The Jackson State fans are here. They trying to hear their name get called. So they try to entice you to say something. I ain't gonna put you on the spot like that. But hey, this was fun. Like I said, I really do appreciate you. And again, his commitment is on the 23rd. It is a week away. You can check that out on his Instagram live at. Can you say your Instagram again for me?
Official._Tay13.
There you go. Now, any shout outs or anything that you want to get out the way, now's your time to do so.
I like to shout out Darren Gamble of DJRS for helping me throughout my recruitment, and I'd just like to shout out my family for helping me make it this far.
There you go. Hey, number 1 tight end in the state of Ohio, number 4 tight end in the country, Tayvion Beasley. Tayvion, we will be following you, and we will be looking forward to what your decision is going to be on the 23rd. No matter where you choose, right? Even if it isn't Jackson State, man, we will wish you nothing but the best because that's just who he is down here, right? So, hey, much love. Thank you again for being on this podcast, man. And I'm gonna get with you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate the love for sure.
All right. There y'all have it. 4-star recruit Tayvion Beasley. All right. Now, I know a lot of y'all was asking questions that he already answered earlier on in the interview, so y'all gonna have to rewind that. Oh shit! Aaron. I said Tayvion Beasley. Tayvion Galloway. Tayvion Galloway. I said Beasley. But listen, another big not commitment, but another big interview is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, Tyler Parker. Tyler Parker is coming through. All right, yeah, it was a mistake. It was a brain fart. Chill out, chill out. All right, clearly I know it's Galloway because the damn title says it. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. All right, listen, man. 14-year-old monster, internet sensation, Tyler Parker is going to come through tomorrow. So definitely come through and watch that, right? Because even though he only 14 years old, you kind of want to get the momentum going on his recruitment as well. So, we'll see what happens. As far as Tayvion, man, it's a week away. He got Grambling, he got Florida A&M. He hasn't visited Grambling. He has not visited Florida A&M. So it looks like, those two schools are out. He has visited Tennessee State. So in Jackson State, so we'll see what happens there. This was just to interview him and see where he at. If he does not commit, don't say, "Oh, CFL, you ain't did enough." It is not my job. It is not my job. All right. Why commit so early though? I think he just wants to get it out the way. He said earlier that he had enough time to for schools to really hit him up. He felt like he had enough time to see everything that he has to see. So he wants to make his commitment. Now, when he does make his commitment, it's not going to be 100% closed. It is what it is. But he still plans on taking his official visits after he makes his commitment. But I think he feels like he's ready, and if he feels like he's ready, and his recruiting manager tells him that yeah, you can commit now, then it is what it is. I think he knows what's best for him. He knows what's best for him. One main 3 T. Yo, so I hit up Beasley. I really did. If y'all can get in contact with him, tell him I hit him up, and I'm trying to get him on the podcast. But yeah, Tyler Parker coming through tomorrow. He visited Jackson State as well. That boy is baby Aaron Donald. All right, we trying to get bigger names on here. We trying to do big things. We back. Mario, it's too late. We depend on your recruit. Hey, listen, don't do that now. Don't depend on me. I can ask them, what you think about Jackson State and all of that, but I don't know if I'm gonna have an impact on recruiting these kids. I just hit them up recently. Professor, thank you so much. Love the interview. So after that, man, we're just gonna keep this thing rolling. All right, I'm gonna keep reaching out to people. We're gonna keep getting big names on here. See if you want to. I did want to say, I wanted to say a lot of y'all's comments. Don't think I don't want to know, but I can't put that young man in that position, man. He's going into his junior year. You feel me? I can't put him in that position. You gotta earn trust. I can't put him on the spot like that. I can't put him on the spot like that. So now we focused on the class of 2023. 2022 is now done. All right, the recruiting class for 2022 is not done. You ain't gonna hear much more. There's still more cuts to be made. That I can tell y'all. They want to go into Miami with about 100 players. Right now they have 130. So y'all can expect more cuts coming soon. I will say this: the competition for the offensive line is getting crazy. I will tell y'all that they want to make sure that offensive line is going to be great, right? I can't go into exactly the details, but just know that competition is something fierce at the offensive line position. So if you are offensive lineman for Jackson State, you really better come with it. You really better come with it. It don't matter where you transferred in from. It don't matter if you played last year, man. They want the best 5 out there. The best 5. All right, so what happened to Xavier Smith? All right, so I hit up Xavier Smith. I'm like, hey, I want you in for an interview. He was like, okay, cool, we can do that. So most of y'all who were here early for the interview, I know Chris McCray was, right? I'm waiting on him to get on so we can start the interview. It doesn't happen. He doesn't hit me up that night. I think he hits me up the next day, and he said, hey, I had a lot of stuff going on, which is why I couldn't do the interview. But we can reschedule it now and everything like that. So he reached out and he told me why he wasn't able to do the interview. Because I ain't gonna lie, I be getting a lot of cancers. I be getting a lot of cancers. So he reached out and he told me, and I'll reach out to him and see if we can schedule a date, because he is a big time playmaker, and I would love to have him on the channel for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna reach back out to him. But that's what happened to the Xavier Smith interview. He said he had like something going on, and it just couldn't be. But what you can expect is more interviews. I will be going into the SEAC as well. I want to interview more of their head coaches. I kind of didn't want to tell y'all, but I'm thinking about creating a second channel, right? Because I'm a fan of HBCU football, and I have been for a very long time. I was watching HBCU football before I knew what FBS football was, but I do love FBS football as well. So I'm thinking about starting a second channel just for that. Some hometown friends hit me up. They're like, "Hey, we want to do a podcast for FBS." I'm like, we'll see what happens. But I mean, it wouldn't. If I do decide to be a part of that, it will never get more attention than this. Like, this is what I actually enjoy more. So it'll never get more attention than that. But it's just something I'm thinking about. Get Travis on it. Listen, if you listen, I have reached out. I wanted Travis and Kevin. That I was trying to get that for y'all for the longest, right? I wanted to do that for y'all. I wanted Travis and Kevin, and unfortunately, somebody in the program told me for NIL reasons, Travis can't be a part of it yet. And same thing with Kevin. Same thing with Kevin. So I couldn't get that. So what I was working on now is I'm trying to get Kevin Coleman, because I feel like there's more leeway with him. So I'm trying to get him on. We're gonna see what happens there. Shador is just a very busy individual. I mean, he's a very busy individual. You ain't got enough time for this one. Hey, hey, that's that's exactly why I ain't made no decision yet. I barely got time for this. And plus, I'm not Blue. I'm sorry. Blue is the only person that can cover FCS, the entire FCS, and then really dive into HBCU, and then go to Power 5 football and cover them. I'm not Blue. I don't know how the hell he do it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Blue gotta have help. Blue gotta have help. Blue gotta have a team of people, because I don't know how he do it. You an Oregon fan? I got to start running back from Mississippi. Yo, so Phil, because like I'm just so on HBCU now, I barely know what's going on with Oregon anymore. Like, I just be watching when the season starts, or catching highlights. I don't even watch them no more, because I'm always watching Jackson State now or South Carolina State. So yeah, that's why I said if I do start that podcast, it's gonna be it will not get as much attention as this. So I don't know. Bartolone would be a good one. Yeah. All right, so I'll reach out to Bartolone as well. See what he's talking about. I want to get Coach Brewster. Coach O. He said I gotta reach out. Some of these coaches, they'll be like, yeah, I'm down to do an interview, but you gotta reach out to this media person on that program, right? And then I reach out to him and he don't respond back. So I'm just like, well, damn, like, what's up? Like, y'all trying to do this or not? So it ain't the coach's fault. It's it's the dude that they be telling me to hit up. I'm a Michigan fan, but now that I've been on Jackson State, I have no idea what Michigan. I have no idea what Oregon's doing, bro. Like, and I understand that. I have no idea what my team is doing, because I'm constantly on Jackson State and South Carolina State, constantly. But that's what comes with the territory. Oh, I don't know. I was gonna make a video, but I mean, most of y'all, a lot of y'all in here. If y'all didn't know, a new player that Jackson State has got, a punter from Alabama. He's, I don't know if y'all cared about that, but he's there. So, yeah, the kicking game's going up next season. I get told so much stuff about this offense when I get calls, and just how innovative it's going to be. And I be hearing it, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could tell them. I wish I could tell them. All I can say is, man, we less than 50 days away from the Orange Blossom Classic. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see just how explosive this offense is. Y'all gonna see. Also, you might see Kevin. I mean, not Kevin, but Travis playing a lot more offense than you'd expect. Um, Obviously they ain't gonna wear him out, but you gonna see a lot of him on offense as well. Because I don't know if y'all seen this man's Instagram, right? But Travis shared a video of him routing somebody up. I don't know who it is. I ain't gonna call no names, but he routed somebody else up so bad. I mean, so bad. And he didn't even get the ball. Shador missed him. Like, he threw it somewhere else. But he routed somebody up so bad. I said, my God. I know he's a very talented corner, but man, I think as good as he is as a corner, he's that much of a better receiver. So yeah, y'all really got y'all one with him. We need kickers. Glad he came. I don't know how Blue does. Literally, I don't know how Blue do it. I don't know how Blue does it. I'm gonna ask him, but I feel like he ain't gonna give me his secret. I wouldn't blame him. Hey, my boy Raquel, shout out to him. JSU by 50, of course. Of course, that's all day. Send it to the family of Rashard Anderson. Most definitely. We need that video. I can still do that. But yeah, so tomorrow, Tyler Parker in the building. Be there. Pray to God he don't cancel on me. I'm gonna text him. We're gonna set up a time. And that's a player who I would definitely do my part with, because it ain't too late for him. He's 14. So I definitely do my part in trying to, convince him that, hey, JSU, it's a good move for you, But as for Tayvion, man, his commitment date is a week away. It ain't much convincing. It ain't much convincing at this point. We don't know where he gonna go. No, he's a punter from Alabama. That's where he transferred from. Thank you, Timona. His name is Sam Johnson. Y'all can go follow him on Instagram. All right, so I'm gonna get up out of here. Any questions before I go? Any questions before I go? Because after I get up, I'm going to hit up Tyler, because I got to make sure like we good to go tomorrow, because that kid is busier to take me on. To be honest with you. Hey, Blue, why you up in here? How you do it, bro? How do you cover all these players, dog? I be seeing Blue on Twitter, and he be doing, he do the FCS spotlight of the week, and I see players from Stephen F. Austin and to smaller schools, and I'm just like, boy, how the hell do you know all of these schools? How do you know all of these people? Like, Blue, what's your secret, my boy? What is your secret? Next slide. So listen, it's the reason why I don't do calling shows with with prospects, because if y'all ask a question that's out of line, and y'all like, I know this kid is not supposed to be answering this question, there ain't nothing I can do. So I kind of, and I'm not saying y'all have bad intent. I just know that you can kind of cross the line with that sort of thing. So nah, I don't do calling shows. Not when the kid's on here. I definitely don't. How Alejandro Mata looking? I've heard nothing. I've heard nothing bad on Alejandro. I haven't heard anything bad on Alejandro. We gonna see just how much of a good decision, a bad decision this was when the season starts. Because as we all know, I was an advocate for Trey Glymph, right? They went with Alejandro. So we'll see. We'll see. Get a round table with Blue. That is in the works, actually. Russell Haynes, that is in the works. So y'all look out for that. It's a process. It's like studying for a test. Once you cover all these schools, it's just a matter of learning new guys. That's all you can give me. That's okay. All right. I try, Blue. I'll try. Not the FCS though, because you got that on lock. I don't even want to try that. Get Ken back on. Ken is gonna come back on. All right, but I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Again, Tyler Parker tomorrow. Look in the community tab. Look on my Instagram. Look on my Twitter for when I will announce the time of that video or that interview. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for showing out how y'all did. Right, much love to y'all, and I'm out. Tune in the 23rd next week. We gonna see what Tayvion choose. Hopefully this was enough for him. But hey, I'm gone, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all later.